Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Solinco day again, guys. But we ain't talking about confidential or any kind of new string. But it is kind of black like confidential, though. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to be blacking it out today, guys. Speaking of blacking out, I'm going to black out on some black coffee right now real quick. Whew, strong today. Okay, I'm awake. Anyways, if you want to support the channel, Buy Me a Coffee is the network /tennis spin. Link is below. Thank you in advance. Okay, blacking it out. Solinco has come out with the blacked out racket called Blackout, just like my black coffee. And it looks like this. I've showed you this already, but looks really good. You know, everybody always says, you know, I wish they'd make that in a black racket. Or, I wish they made that in a white racket. Well, guess who listened to you? Solinco did. All right, so we had the white out. Now we got the black out. So, now check it out. We got black out. Black out. Look at this. Black out. Black out. Anyways, damn, the dog's laughing at me. Okay, anyways, let's check out the features and benefits of this blacked out racket. So I'm going to just show you. There's going to be actually 5 models of this. The back is going to show you 4 of them. The last one is a junior one. That's why it's 26 inches. The 5th one that's not listed is the long one. They were talking about making the long version of this racket like a pro stock model. But I think they've rethought about it and they will market it now. So the 2 models I have is actually the regular 300, meaning 300 grams, and then the 300 extended, half-inch longer. Okay, so I strung 2 of them up already with the Solinco Confidential 16L at 55 pounds. Okay, so 1 of each. Now, I'm going to actually give you strung specs now and then go out and try it out with one of the pros. Okay? So let me get set here and I'll be right back to you. All right, so before we go into the numbers, I'm a little curious about a couple things here. I'm going to pop the bottom off just to, oh, that's hollow. So more feel. They didn't foam it in to dampen. Yeah, that's hollow too. Interesting. Okay. Enough about that. I just wanted to see when they put that foam in there, the styrofoam kind of thing. It helps to dampen the shock a little bit. These are hollow, so definitely will allow more feel to come through. So I like that. Some people want it a little more quiet, but I like it more hollow. Okay, so let's take a look at some numbers here. 16 by 19 string pattern. The beam is a 23.5, 26, and a 23. So that looks like almost like a pure drive. Got the power and the stiffness comes from that middle number, which is in the 3 and the 9 area, 100 square inch head. Okay. On the 300, strung weight 322, balance 325, swing weight 318. Very similar to pure drive. The 300 extended, the weight is the same, balance is the same. A little bit more coming through. Not quite sure why that number is happening. It probably should be more like that, but something probably in the center of the racket is pushing it more towards the head. So, but that's not bad in quality control in both of these. So I guess it's time to hit with these and see how they play. All right, so I'll see you on the court. So we're on the court. We got the Solinco Blackout Rackets, 300 and 300 extended. All right, so I got my man, Coach Chris, man, Coach Goo. Let's try them out. We blacked out today on these rackets. One's just a hair longer. All right. Coach Goo, you got all black on. We matching these rackets today. What'd you think of those?
Overall, I feel like they're pretty good rackets for Solinco. I've never really played with a lot of Solinco rackets, so this is my first rodeo with them. And overall, I mean, they feel great. A lot of power. They're really stiff, especially with these blackout rackets. They remind me of the pure drives, like the Babel pure drives. They're stiff, but they deliver a lot of pop. Overall, they feel great. Good feel for a stiff racket. It also delivers the power that it needs. I prefer the extended version. It definitely evened out. It definitely had a little more control. For me, I usually kind of swing around and hit really through the ball. So using this one is a little bit tougher because it just delivers that extra pop that I don't really need. But overall, if I had to choose for my recommendation, it would be the 300 extended version.
Okay. Who likes longer? All right. Coach Chris, go for it.
Yes, I agree with Coach Yu that these are very similar to what you have. Pure drive. I also think a little bit of the arrow too as well. The arrow.
This is the pure arrow.
Pure arrow. This is pure drives.
Right. I feel like it's a blend between the two a little bit more.
Tell them that.
Yeah, it's a blend between the two. I don't really prefer the extended. Maybe that's Goo likes that one a bit more. I think pretty good with the normal length one. Feels good. Pretty responsive too as well. Again, for anyone I think it's a good competition with the Babelots that everyone kind of knows, but I think Solinco is having something pretty good here. Some good competition with that too. So definitely recommend checking this out for those who are kind of that aggressive baseliner, wants to kind of hit a little bit more power with these rackets.
So 1 vote for long, 1 vote for regular. Guys, here's a secret that the guys over at Solinco told me. The longer one was supposed to be pro stock only because it's not in the original placard. So XTD extended, half-inch longer, might be in limited run, limited edition, guys. And that's what I like better. So the 300 actually did feel very much like a pure drive, except that it had more feel. So it felt like home, if you use a pure drive. If you want a little bit more feel, I feel like it's a little stiffer and a little more stability too.
Yeah, I agree. It did have a little more feel than the pure drives.
And I kind of like the way the throat feels. I don't know what it is, but it had more feel. It's probably the gloss finish with the matte combined. But definitely the winner for me and for Coach Goo is the longer one. The extra half-inch definitely helped out the racket a little bit more. I didn't lose a lot of control, and it felt better. I don't know what it is, but it felt better. Okay, so in limited supply, maybe not. I would get the extended version of this racket. All right, I want to thank my man, Coach Goo, for hanging out with me today. I want to thank my man, Coach Chris, also. Coach Goo, where can we find you?
You can find me at agu.tennis. I'll also be posting content there as well.
Coach Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me at CB Chan Tennis.
That's it. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.